Hey everybody, Mescatres34 here today with another Madballs review. This will be my final Madballs review. I bought 3 of them the other day from a specialty toy store in my area. And I said I'd space out the 3 reviews into 3 separate reviews. This Madball is Skullface, the leader of the good guys. He's also, in my opinion, the only genuinely frightening looking Madball. To give you some backstory in case you haven't seen my other reviews, the Madballs were created in 1986 to capitalize on the gross-out phase created by the Garbage Pail Kids. They were very big in the 80s with a cartoon series and a comic book and multiple spin-off toy series. This is from the resurgence in 2007. This isn't vintage, obviously. They weren't as popular when they were re-released. They only did 2 series and then they kind of stopped. I opened this already, but I kind of reconstructed the container to show you what it looked like. It's got like a purple and green color scheme, which I like. It says Madballs Series 1. You can toss them, bounce them, and catch them, though I wouldn't recommend it if you want to keep them nice, unless you're going to throw it around inside with a carpet. Got a nice name card that I like with a cartoon drawing that does not do the creepiness of Skullface justice. It says they're obnoxious and gross. Ages 4 and up, official product. That's why I repackaged them, because there's a lot of bootlegs. I wanted people to know that these were official. There's Skullface. You can feel the figure. They're a lot harder than they look. It's got the backstory, which I don't want to read again. It says basically the same stuff the front says. And then there's all the Series 1 Madballs. They released 6 to a series, so there were only 12 over a period of 2 years in 2007 and 2008. So I'll open Skullface for you now. Here is Skullface. Now, as I said, he is genuinely frightening looking. He's got a big, ghastly grin on his face, his black tongue with a spider on it. I like the detail of the one tooth missing. He's kind of a yellowed skull type thing. There's some black, I assume, supposed to represent rot. He's got an exposed brain here. The creepiest thing about him, though, is those beady eyes. They've got a really creepy thing going for him. They're like red and orange. I think they're creepy. Now, something that bugs me about this figure, there's not a lot of detail on these things. There is a lot of detail, but in terms of color, there's not a lot because, you know, they're for little kids. I don't think they predicted they would get so big with collectors. So they're for little kids that they assumed would rip them and wouldn't really care about the aesthetic. So he's got these bolts on him that aren't actually colored, so it's just kind of weird looking. Kind of peeves me a little bit. As you can see, he's got a lot of definition in like his chin area, but then he still kind of retains the more circular ball shape, which I like because it still works out well. And you know, he's got his big grin, which I like. I really like Skullface. He might be my favorite Madball out of the 3 that I got. I got him, Reptile, and Hornhead. And I think Skullface, I like the Skullface because, you know, he's like the main one, and he's very creepy. So here I'll show you the old Skullface and do a comparison. Now, as you can see, the old Skullface, they've got a similar design, but the old Skullface looks a little bit more like a cartoonish skull, and he doesn't have the tongue sticking out. Now, I think the old Skullface is creepy looking as well, but it's in a less creepy way. Like, I mean, Skullface 2007 has the ghastly visage of a serial killer, and Skullface 1986 kind of just looked like a little creepy, but still friendly. I like how they've retained kind of a similar design with the 2, but they've changed a lot and made him a little bit more modern and creepy looking for his 2007 reincarnation. All in all, I would give Skullface a 4.5 out of 5 stars if we're ranking these by stars now. So yeah, that's it for my Madball reviews. Hopefully I'll get some more eventually. But until then, I want to thank subscribers or people who watched for watching. Wes from ScaryCrayon.com for turning me on to these things, and I also used his photo of the original Hornhead Madball. So thanks for watching, and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and if not, I guess tell me why. But again, thanks for watching.